Hey, what up? This is Steven Eki with another fun and exciting Adobe Photoshop tutorial. Working in Adobe Photoshop 2022, and today we'll be discussing every single tool in the toolbar. And just to make sure we're on the same page, I want all of us to go to Windows. Let's go to Windows, Workspace, and make sure we're on Essential. So first off, we want to start with the Move tool, which is one of the most commonly used tools in Adobe Photoshop. It's very easy to use. All you have to do is click on whichever layer, text or image you want to move. Just click and drag. But in our case, we're not having any response, and the reason is because our layer here is locked. You can see this padlock icon. So to unlock the layer, all you have to do is double click on that icon and it's gone. So now we can move our image to whichever position we want. And still under the Move tool, we have the Artboard tool. All you have to do is click and hold for a few seconds to have that option pop out. So the Artboard tool, you can use it to create different styles, different variations. Let's say maybe you're creating a logo and you want to see which concept beats the other one. You don't have to go and start creating a new document entirely. You can have everything designed in one so that you know what you're doing. Now we move to the next tool, which is the Marquee tool. We have under the Marquee tool, we have the rectangular Marquee tool, which we can use to make rectangular selections. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and select her bag. With the layer selected, we can either choose to copy or cut. So let's do layer via cut. So as you can see, we have a new layer. Let's turn this off and see what it looks like. So that's what it does. We've successfully cut her bag. Then we also have the elliptical Marquee tool, which we can use to make selections as well. So we can still do layer via cut. Let's turn this off and see. So we've successfully cut that layer. As you can see, we have a new layer here as well. So next we have the single row Marquee tool. So what this does, it selects a single pixel. As you can see, when I clicked, we've selected a single pixel. Let's zoom in to see how it looks like. Then we also have the single column Marquee tool. Let's click and see. So it does exactly the same thing. Then next we have the lasso tool. This is also a selection tool, but more like a freehand selection tool. So let's go ahead and make a selection. The edges are rough. So we can use our Move tool to move this image around. Still under the lasso tool, we have the polygonal lasso tool. But the difference with this is that it has anchor points. When I click, it creates another anchor point. So we just have to click and click and click. We can still use our Move tool to move the image around. Then we also, still under the lasso tool, we have the magnetic lasso tool. I kind of find this one very interesting because it's kind of automated. It can dictate edges automatically. So let's click. I just have to move around and it's doing everything automatically. Can you see the accuracy? It's very interesting. Sorry, I'm doing it very rough. We have the magic wand too. All you have to do with this is just to click on the part you want to select and it automatically selects that area using contrast and color variations. So let's go ahead and undo this. Then we now move to the next tool, which is the quick selection tool. You just have to click and drag with this. And then press delete. It makes a better selection than the magic wand. Let's go ahead and undo this. Then next we have the object selection tool. All you have to do with this is let's say we want to select her bag. We just have to select that portion and it automatically snaps and selects the bag. You can either choose to duplicate, copy or cut the layer. We've selected her bag and we can move this around to any position we want. Then we have the crop tool. With this you can crop your image how you want. It's quite simple to use. And when you're done, you press enter. So let's go ahead and undo this. And next we have the frame tool. It does exactly the same thing the crop tool does, but this time around it's just that it works on just the image. Let's go ahead, click and drag to see how it looks like. And that's it. So we've successfully fit just the image into a frame and we still have a white background around it. So that's what that tool does.